On the road or in a fete, the instrument known as the steel pan is a key part of Trinidad and Tobago's culture. And during the carnival season, Panorama, one of the most anticipated events, is a showcase of the best steel bands in the country. But before this day even comes, there are months and months of work to make the tunes being played sound just right. So I decided to pay a visit to Skiffle Steel Orchestra's pan yard in San Fernando and had a chat with my cousin Brandon, who's also the band's captain, about its significance. So if somebody was to ask you what pan was, what would you say to them?
Pan is the national instrument of Trinidad and Tobago. If you look at our currency, it's there. In our national emblems, it's there. So it is very dear to us. It's the only instrument created in the 21st century.
What made you get involved in playing pan in the first place?
So the family is musical. So where I grew up close to another pan called Funke. So all I hear in my head is pan, 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 pan. So I was like, I want to go and play pan. And at the time when I wanted to come, my cousin was playing here. So my grandmom said, that's the only way you'll be able to come is your cousin can oversee us, so you can come and play. And that was it. When I came in the pan, the rest was history.
Okay, so how long have you been playing pan?
This year will make it 27 years I've been playing pan.
Wow. So I see there's a lot of instruments. About how many instruments are there? What do you play?
Well, this year I'm playing an instrument called the G seconds. It's a pan that they created in recent years called from the Genesis program. It's man-made. It's not the normal oil drums that they shape. This one is actually man-made. They roll the sheet of metal and sink it and everything from a machine. So it's much bigger than the normal oil drum. So I play in a G seconds this year. So in the orchestra we have tenor, double second, guitar, 3 cello, 4 bass, 6 bass, 7 bass, 9 bass.
And so how many do you know how to play?
All.
All?
Yeah. That's what happens when you have been here for 27 years.
Oh, wow.
Over the years, you become fluent in all the instruments. So.
Is there one particular that's special to you?
Yes.
Which is?
Bass.
Why is that?
That's where it all began. When I came into the pan, the first pan I ever played was a 4 bass. And after that, I went on to 7 bass, then they introduced the 6 bass. Then I went on to 9 bass, then I played 4 cello, 3 cello. Now I'm playing seconds.
So how many people are in this band right now?
Approximately about 130.
Is that normal size for like?
For large bands, yeah. They will take a few.
Alright, so you guys are getting ready for the Panorama final.
That is correct. Panorama final is Carnival Saturday, the 18th of February. It starts at 7 p.m. in the Queen's Park, Savannah.
So how are you guys preparing?
How are we prepared?
So for like people that don't understand, I know like the Panyard is some serious business. So
yes,
what is the preparations like?
So there are so many moving parts to putting on. Panorama is actually a production, right? So you have the arrangers, they put down the music, so they have to brainstorm and work together. We actually have 3 arrangers. We are the first large band that has ever done this to have 3 arrangers arranging for one band. So they kind of have a cohesion where they come together and they put their ideas together and they come up with the amazing music we are playing right now. Then you have the management of the band that makes everything happen. So we have to have the tuners to tune the instruments to make sure every note is correct. Then you have to manage the players, over 100 players. Then you have to get uniforms, you have to get transport. So it's a lot of moving parts that makes the whole thing happen on that night. What you see on the television, there's so much more to it that happens behind the scenes.
And you practice how often?
Every night until Carnival is over.
For how long?
4, 5, 6 hours.
So people have to go to work, go to school next day. How does this affect that?
Not too bad. Some people are very tired, you know. It is what it is. But is a special kind of energy that comes out during the season that you don't even think about what how to go to work or what how to go to school. It's just have it going until it's done.
So if you have to say one thing that makes Pan special to you, what would you say?
Music is life. I've had so many experiences to prove this. There was some years ago, we went to England. So this was my first time in England. And because of the climate change is so drastic, I got really sick. And the manager of the band said, our mantra is the gig must cut. So I was the only person playing bass. So I'm sick. I am at the hospital and he said the gig must cut, bring him back now. So when I got back to the venue, I'm shaking, I'm coughing, I'm 3-4 jacket because I'm so cold. And after about 2 or 3 songs, I was in a vest. By the time we finished performing, I was not sick anymore. So that music, it did so much that it healed me, basically.
So basically, would you say that it would save your life?
Yeah, it did.
And it was so amazing to see my cousin and all the other band members in action prepping for the big night. That's my niece, y'all, and she was also having a time. So if you're ever in Trinidad during Carnival and want to get a real taste of culture, you can always stop by a pan yard for a bit and just take in a few moments to enjoy the sweetness of TNT.